Miracle they survived. Now, shocking revelations after a beloved Pasadena family plunged off a treacherous cliff in their Tesla. Investigators say this was no accident. Tonight, the father, who's a local doctor, is under arrest, and neighbors are stunned. Eyewitness News reporter Jory Rand live now in Mission Hills, outside the hospital where that doctor works. Jory.
Mark, this is an incredible story. It's Providence Holy Cross where this doctor works. He was arrested last night in Northern California in his hospital bed after surviving that crash, charged with trying to kill his entire family.
Tonight, a shocking twist in the story of a miraculous rescue 250 feet down a cliff in Northern California. CHP releasing this video of Monday's helicopter operation. The car lying in pieces wedged among the rocks just feet from the Pacific Ocean. 4 people, including 2 young children, emerged alive from the wreckage of this Tesla that went off the side of Highway 1 south of San Francisco in a place called Devil's Slide, where dozens have died over the years. But tonight, detectives say the driver of that car, Dharmesh Patel of Pasadena, a doctor at Providence Holy Cross Medical Center in Mission Hills, drove off the road intentionally with his wife, Neha, their 7-year-old daughter, and 4-year-old son inside.
Oh my gosh. I can't. This is the most shocking thing ever.
We spoke with several neighbors of the Patels tonight who said there was nothing that could have led them to believe Dr. Patel was capable of something like this.
Completely shocked. They're like ideal neighbors. It seemed like they had a great holiday. They went to go see both parents. It just seemed all very happy and great. Oh my gosh.
Heather is their next door neighbor and says she did notice something seemed off today.
I noticed their trash cans were out a little longer, and I wondered why they hadn't come home yet, because their children are in school, their daughter. So I'm just blown away, to be honest.
Any reason that you would think that they would have any kind of family troubles or anything?
No, not at all. Not at all. Yeah. They're lovely people. This is really heartbreaking.
Providence Holy Cross, where Dr. Patel works, releasing a statement tonight saying they are deeply saddened to learn of a traffic incident involving one of their physicians and his family. We are extremely grateful there were no serious injuries. We will not respond further as this incident is under investigation.
Paramedics who work that area are called to that location pretty frequently and say it's a miracle this entire family survived. They say people just do not survive falls like that. Even more incredible, all 4 were reportedly conscious when they were rescued. That is important for investigators, and there was apparently enough evidence to give them probable cause to believe Dr. Patel did this intentionally. He's now being held in the hospital and will be booked into San Mateo County Jail upon his release from the hospital, charged with attempted murder and child endangerment.
Miracle they survived. Now, shocking miracle they.
All right, shalom. Shalom, mashallah, shalom, mashallah, shalom. The title of this video is Yahawah kills and make alive. Yahawah kills and make alive. Here you have it. This man was trying to commit suicide, trying to kill him and take his family with him, his wife and his kids. But guess what? The Most High, Yahawah Shah, had other plans, man. Yeah, it didn't show you that the Most High, he's the controller of life and death again. All right, showing you he the one controlling death. Yahawah kills and make alive. If it's your time to go, it's your time to go. It ain't a shit damn thing you can do about it. If you gotta stay alive, you gotta stay alive. It ain't a shit thing you can do about it. So guess what? If the Most High wants you to stay alive, and you all got all these different, you heard about all these people, different people with all different type of suicide attempts on their life, all crazy shit. They survived it. Even like they survived a point blank range shotgun to the head. They probably lost 88% of their face, but they still alive. They'll show you the Most High want them alive. The Most High want them alive, man. Oh, you got different people receive all type of judgment. Like, damn, it was better for them niggas just to go ahead and die. But he alive. The Lord keeping you alive. That could be for your judgment, your punishment. The Lord want to keep you in hell. All right? Because heaven and hell are a condition played out under the sun. There's no actual place called hell. All right? There's no actual place called hell. There's only 2 forms of hell. It's a condition and also the grave, known as Yahawah, the grave, the pit. All right, the so-called underworld, which that's just in the grave. That's what the worms get you, your flesh. But your spirit is back in the third heaven. You go back to the spiritual realm. You leave this matrix. You unplug from the. That's the Lord ultimately to lead you from the matrix. He unplug you from the matrix and bring your damn spirit back to the spiritual realm. That's what death is, man. All right, go watch the Matrix. You'll probably get a better understanding of the physical realm and spiritual realm. All right, to better explain it, the Matrix, when they're in the Matrix, that'll be the third dimensional physical realm that you see. You'll be in the material world. All right, the carnal world. When they unplug from that Matrix, they what you would call the real world, the spiritual world. That's what you see now. The spiritual world. When you're in the third dimensional realm, you got the fourth dimensional realm, the spiritual realm that's governing this whole thing. Yahawah is from the fourth dimensional spiritual realm and the third heaven governing this whole physical third dimension. He got his angels, his messengers. You got the righteous angels, the evil angels. All right, the angels running to and fro. Yahawah shot sitting on the right-hand side. It's all, you know, got the spirits that died. They back up in the spiritual world, waiting their judgment. And then when they get the point of their judgment, they get sent back on the earth to play out their judgment. That's how it works. And the Most High, Yahawah Shah, he's controlling this thing called death and life. All right? If the Lord wanted to delete you from the matrix, all right, he going to delete you. If the Lord want to keep you in this matrix, he going to keep you in the matrix, man. And a damn thing you can do about it. Now, let's get some precepts, man. I'm going to seek death. Is that 9? Yeah, con. All right, and we're coming into these days, but the Lord is pretty much showing preludes and shit. How you gonna have men with like damn, like, because you drive off a cliff, that's like what? That's like a 99.9% death rate. You driving off a cliff. In this California, they driving off a cliff into some rocks, man, and they survived. And they said none of them was injured or something like that. Anyway, this is Revelation chapter 9, verse 6. It says, "In those days shall men seek death and shall not find it." Right. So the days to come in Jacob's trouble, great tribulation. A lot of you motherfuckers gonna think you're gonna take the easy way out and kill yourself. Well, the Lord gonna have other plans, man. And this is why it's so important to fear Yahawah Shah, because nobody gets away. Nobody gets away. All right. And it says, "In those days shall men seek death and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them." So guess what? You ain't gonna be able to come out the matrix, man. The Lord gonna keep you in this thing. That's divine power, man. This is why Yahawah is to be feared. Yahawah Shah is to be feared, man. All right, it is to be feared. All right, you'll be a fool if you don't. If you don't fear Yahawah Shah. All right. I'm gonna read this again because this is a heavy precept. Revelation 9:6. "In those days shall men seek death and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them." Right? We coming into some very horrible times, some very hard times. All right, the Lord gonna pretty much collapse this whole world economy, whole world society, and start bringing. Either Esau think he got something planned. He got his whole little shit. But guess what? The Lord gonna even confound Esau. These niggas ain't gonna have it. The scriptures talk about it. Let me get that. I'll get kind of excited. All right, because everybody gonna be confounded in that day, man. All right, Luke 21, verse 25. And it says, "And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars." Here's the point. "And upon the earth, distress of nations." So all the nations going to be in distress, man. They're going to be confounded. They ain't going to have an answer to what's going on for these divine judgments. All right, when Yahawah, like the Lord said, "I'm going to bring plagues on Egypt as before." The Egypt that he's talking about now is the spiritual Egypt, called aka America, the daughter of Babylon. All right, look on your dollar bill. You see the pyramid. Why is that? Because this is what the new Egypt. All right, they telling you they got all the guys, all these damn idols that these devils worship, that they push here in America, they can all go back to Egypt. Ain't nothing new under the sun. It says, and upon earth distress of nations with perplexity. Right, so these damn people gonna be in perplexity, man. The sea and the waves roaring. All right, verse 26. Here's another point. Men's hearts failing them from fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven. Right, because like I said, heaven and hell is a state on earth. Now you got three different forms of heaven. You got the state of heaven being a condition here on earth. You being, in heaven. You being in pretty much in paradise here on earth. And then you got the heaven, which is the firmament, right? The stars, right? The stars, the universe, the galaxy. Then you got the third, the third dimensional realm, the spiritual realm, where the Most High will, third heaven, which is also a paradise. Now, the heaven that he's talking about is the power, the condition. Where like heaven is a form of paradise on earth, a condition on earth, a rulership. Because when you're in rulership, everything going your way. Now he says, man's heart filling them for fear. If we're looking at those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven. So these nations that's in power right now, starting with Esau, Edom, and all the other nations that joined to them, right? For the powers of heaven. So that's talking about Edom, Moab, Ammon, Ishmael, all right, Ham, and all other nations, right? It says, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. So they're gonna be confounded, man. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken, and then shall I see the Son of Man coming in a cloud. That cloud is talking about the huge fathership chariot with power and great glory. Right, so these nations are gonna be confounded in that day, man. All right? That's why a lot of people a lot of these nations gonna be trying to off themselves, and they ain't gonna be able to off themselves, man. Right? Because the Lord gonna have a special judgment, a special death prepared for them. They just gonna have to suffer. A lot of people gonna perish of famine. I tell you that. A lot of people just gonna decay slowly. All right? A lot of people gonna decay slowly for not having proper nutrition in their body, food and water, because it's gonna be a great famine. There's gonna be no food, no water to get. A lot of people gonna be without, and they're gonna die of famine. A lot of people gonna die of a sword. A lot of people gonna die of animals. A lot of people gonna die of different strange calamities, disease, sickness, plagues, you name it, man. Yahawah Shema Shah got a whole list prepared for you prideful ass people out there, and confounded you gonna be. Let me go to Isaiah the 2nd chapter. Isaiah the 2nd chapter. All right, Isaiah chapter 2, verse 17. And loftiness of man shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness of men shall be made low, and Yahawah alone shall be exalted in that day, and the idols he shall utterly abolish. It says, they shall go into the holes of the rocks, and to the caves of the earth, for the fear of Yahawah, and for the glory of his majesty, when he arise to shake terribly the earth. The powers of heaven shall be shaken, confounded. And that day a man shall cast his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which they made each one for him to worship, to the moles and to the bats, right, to the clefts. It says, to go into the clefts of the rocks and to the top of the ragged rocks, for fear of Yahawah and for the glory of his majesty, when he rise to shake terrible earth. So it's repeating, because these nations, they're going to go into what? These underground bunkers, all right, these mountain hideouts, all right, these underwater safe havens, all right, remote islands. That's where they're going to go. All right? It says, cease ye from man whose breath is in his nostrils, for where is he to be accounted of? Right? Because man, you weak. Nigga, you would die. The Lord show you, the Lord's afflicting his power. The Lord can kill you with famine. Nigga, you dying for you not eating and drinking. All right? A true guy don't fucking die of famine. A guy don't got to eat and drink water and all that. And then he said, whose breath is in his nostrils. Right? If you go underwater, you got to hold your breath. All right, your breath, your life, you know what I'm saying? You just a man. And the Most High, Yahawah Shema Shah is about to remind man. The Lord's about to visit man on a huge scale and remind man that they're just a man, and that the Most High, he's the true God, he's the true power, and he running this, he controlling this thing, man. That's why the scripture say confounded day. Let me get that. I want confounded graven images. Yeah. Psalms 97:7. Confounded be all they that serve graven images, that boast themselves of idols. Worship him, all you guys. Right. Worship Yahawah Shem Shah, all you guys. Or you gonna be confounded in that day. All right. You ain't gonna have no answers in that day. All right. And I'm gonna close out with this, because the Lord is running this thing, man. And you people gonna know. Verse 7 2, verse 6. The Lord Yahawah killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. Yahawah maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. There you go. Go to Deuteronomy 32. Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 35. It says, to me belongeth vengeance and recompense. Their foot shall slide in due time. For the day of their calamity is at hand, and the things that shall come upon them make haste. For Yahawah shall judge his people and repent himself for his servants when he seeth that their power is gone, and there is none shut up or left. And he shall say, where are their gods, their rock whom they trusted, which did eat the fat of their sacrifice and drink the wine of their drink offerings? Let them rise up and help you and be your protection. See now that I, even I, am he. There is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. For I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever. If I whet my glittering sword and my hand take hold of judgment, I will render vengeance to my enemies and reward them that hate me. So kind, man. So that's what's going on, man. So the Most High is letting it be known that nobody dies without his say-so. Nobody lives without his say-so. All right? And the Most High, Yahawah Shem Shah, is going to get his glory, all right, when it's all said and done. So with that, giving our praise to Yahawah, by Shem Shah, by Shem Kakwadash. Yahawah Shem Shah, Baruch Hu for elect, peace, blessed salutations to the house of David, the elect, detailed, death to America, Abba soon. Come out, Shalom, man. Shalom to elect, man. Shalom.